Fidel Castro whips up a furor in Cuba, charging the United States with arming and training mercenary forces for an imminent invasion. He calls out some 200,000 militiamen for training and guard duty at key points throughout Havana in a move timed to coincide with the landing of 1,400 American Marines at the Guantanamo Naval Base for a weekend of liberty after training exercises in the Caribbean. Castro's invasion scare also enlivens the eve of a debate in the United Nations on Cuban charges of aggression by the United States. Meanwhile, in Moscow, an expert at fishing in troubled waters reels out the line of friendship to a group of newsmen and women from Cuba, present at the invitation of the Soviet Journalists' League. Khrushchev happily receives a gift of the Cuban flag as he lines up with a solid endorsement for the home-brewed anti-Americanism of Fidel Castro, the Soviet sole Western Hemisphere ally. One of America's most popular emissaries gets a warm reception as he arrives in the troubled Congo on a State Department-sponsored goodwill mission. Louis Satchmo Armstrong, whose golden trumpet has preached the gospel of New Orleans jazz on every continent, arrives in truly royal style. Louis' solid swinging outraged Radio Moscow, which blasted Armstrong's visit as a diversionary tactic, a left-handed tribute to a mellow cat the Congolese find right on the beam. Canada bids for parity and high fashion honors on the world scene, challenging the classic couture of Paris, Italy, and New York with a handsome and wide-ranging new collection. Dazzling entries for afternoon and evening. And sparkling sports outfits, such as this aperitif beach ensemble, highlight this gala show in Toronto. The cape is favored for afternoon wear, here shown in sumptuous biscuit color. A striking after-ski outfit features stretchable velvet in a chic siren suit worn under a knit coat. In formal wear, emphasis is on splendor in styling and fabrics, gold and silver moire in this evening gown. A sheath of mauve re-embroidered satin. In a lavish setting of huge mirrors and sweeping stairways, the elegance and imaginative simplicity of this gown are perfectly in vogue. The collection ends on an exotic note. Black gown and French crepe, white fox stole, smartly modeled by a chic oriental miss. $42,000 at Syracuse, a record crowd. See underdog Pitt kick off to the undefeated Orangemen, who boast football's longest winning streak. Go, 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 urge the home rooters, but Syracuse star Dave Surratt attempts a pass. Andy Kwaseski intercepts, and the Pittsburgh Panthers are on the orange 15. On the second play, Pitt's Jim Trafficant dazzles the orange, keeps and weaves through the foe to score. First blood for Pitt. In the second half, Pitt holds its lead as Syracuse receives and fumbles. Fred Cox falls on the ball for Pitt. From the 28-yard line, Cox boosts Pitt's lead with a field goal, making the score 10-0. Syracuse never does get moving, and underrated Pitt snaps the longest major collegiate winning streak at 16 games with a shocking but decisive triumph. $63,000 huddled in rain-whipped Philadelphia Stadium as undefeated Navy meets Notre Dame. On the first play from scrimmage, Navy's Joe Bellino races around left end, 43 yards downfield. One play later, Bellino goes into action again through the middle to Notre Dame's 19. Then Bellino bolts around in, faking one defender into a terrific block as he scores in the first 3 minutes. Notre Dame rallies strongly. In the second period, Bellino fumbles, and Mike Lind nabs the ball for the Irish. Notre Dame's ground attack stalls, so they try the air. George Hafner tosses to Jim Sherlock for a first down on Navy's 3. Angelo Dabiero sweeps over on the very next play and ties the game at 7-all. Late in the fourth period, the midshipmen get underway once more. Bellino gaining 9 yards. From Notre Dame's 21, Harry Dietz fires a pass to Jim Looper on the Irish 3. Bellino bounces over for the winning score, 14-7. Camden, nearly 35,000 turf fans are on hand for the Garden State Stakes, the world's richest horse race. The bugle calls 15 two-year-olds to the post for the mile and a 16th test. At the far side of a sea of mud waits prize money totaling some $288,000. And off they go through the goo with number 5, Oak Dandy, and 6, Globemasters setting the early pace. Carry back, number 4 is way back, next to last as they go by the stand. In the backstretch, He's a Pistol has the lead. Oak Dandy second and Globemaster third. Carry back is still out of sight in the pack. Then as they round into the stretch, rider Johnny Sellers boosts Carry back onward through the stop, up past the leaders on the outside. He comes along, pulls out in front with Ambiapoy second and Guadalcanal third. Carry back wins by 3.5 lengths. There's a foul claim, but Carry back, an 8-to-1 shot, wins over $160,000.